If you're
You
watching
really do
this,
have my
stop
heart. You know that,
scrolling
right?
for a moment. Because
I
the story you're
do.
about to hear is true,
And you have
terrifying,
mine.
and painfully real for far
So I
too
looked at
many
him and
young
said,
women.
man, you
Before
can't
we
park your
begin,
boat there.
please subscribe, like, and
You
drop a
did not
comment to
say
help the
that.
channel
What
spread
did he do
awareness about
then?
missing girls
So I
and
looked at him and
exploitation.
said, man, you
Your
can't park your
engagement
boat
might
there.
help save someone's life.
You did
The
not.
street was quiet that night. Too quiet. It was one of those evenings when the world felt hollow, when the lights in people's windows flickered gently, and the wind whispered something cold through the cracks of doors. In a small, rented apartment at the edge of the city, David A. Kinwale, a 27-year-old graphics designer, sat at his desk editing photos and trying to ignore the loneliness creeping in behind him like a shadow. David was the kind of man people described as harmless and too trusting. Kind eyes, soft voice, always ready to help. But quiet people often hide the loudest battles. His phone buzzed. He glanced lazily, expecting a client. Instead, he saw the first thing that would begin the nightmare that destroyed everything. Instagram message request. Hey handsome, you look lonely tonight, winking face. The profile picture was stunning. A woman with flawless caramel skin, long braids, a smile so perfect it felt unreal. He stared at it for a moment. A strange feeling ran across his chest, excitement, and something else he couldn't name. He answered. That was mistake number one. At first, she called herself Melody. A medical student. Nigerian American. Recently moved back home. Lonely. Single. Sweet. Perfect. Too perfect. Within minutes, David was lost in the conversation. Her responses came fast, warm, intimate. Almost like she knew what to say before he even finished typing. Are you alone? She asked. Yes, he replied. Do you trust me? The question tasted strange, but he answered anyway. I think so, yes. And then she sent a message that made his heart stop. Let's video chat. Just you and me. David hesitated, but curiosity and male weakness drowned out better judgment. He clicked accept. The screen went black for 2 seconds, and then she appeared. A beautiful girl, a dimly lit room, and a seductive smile that could melt metal. Except something felt wrong. The video was too clear, too smooth, too rehearsed. He didn't realize she wasn't live. She was a pre-recorded clip, played by someone watching him silently. A predator. Within minutes, they pushed him, encouraged him, led him into doing things he would never normally do. And David fell for it. When the screen went dark again, he felt guilty but relieved. It was over, he thought. 5 minutes later, his phone vibrated violently. A message. From Melody. No, not Melody anymore. We have the video. Send 450,000 Nigerian nairas or we send it to your family, pastor, boss, and entire contact list. The world froze. Cold sweat broke across his forehead. His fingers shook as he typed. What video? What are you talking about? The response came instantly. Screenshot attached. His face. His body. Everything. His phone almost slipped from his hand. His chest tightened. His breath became thin, sharp, painful. No, 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 he whispered, running his hands through his hair. They continued. You have 3 hours. We already screenshotted your contact list. A second screenshot appeared. His mother. His younger sister. His boss. His church group chat. David felt the ground disappear beneath him. He begged. He promised. He tried to reason. They didn't care. To them, he was just another victim. Another deposit. Another human soul to squeeze dry. David paced his room, choking on panic. He didn't have 450,000 Nigerian nairas. He barely had 60,000 Nigerian nairas in his account. He called a friend, then instantly cut the call. How could he explain this kind of shame? He sat on the floor, rocking back and forth as tears burned his eyes. He tried to contact Melody, but the account had already blocked him. He checked her profile again. It was deleted. He was alone, hunted, terrified. He opened his window for air, but the night felt sinister, like the wind itself knew what was happening. His phone vibrated again. 1 hour left. Tick-tock. Your mother will be so disappointed. His heart pounded so hard it hurt. He felt as if the shadows around him were whispering, closing in, suffocating him. He made one last attempt. Please, please don't send it. I'll get the money. Give me time. Their reply. 40 minutes. Desperate, David finally called someone. Not a friend. Not the police. His pastor. Pastor, please. I'm in trouble. Someone is trying to destroy me. His voice was trembling, cracking, desperate. But the pastor was busy preparing for a church event. He didn't hear the panic in David's voice. He didn't hear the fear. David, calm down. Come see me tomorrow, okay? God is in control. And he hung up. David stared at the phone. His last hope, gone. He started shaking violently. His hands. His breathing. Everything. He felt trapped in a room that was suddenly too small, too dark, too silent except for the pounding inside his skull. Another message came. 20 minutes. Your mother will receive it first. Something inside David snapped. David locked his door, closed the curtains, turned off the lights. His face was wet with tears he couldn't stop. He kept shaking his head, whispering, No, no, this can't be happening. They can't see this. They can't know. The minutes ticked away like footsteps approaching doom. He typed a message to his sister, then erased it. He typed one to his mother, erased it again. You're running out of time, the next message said. His breath grew shallow. He felt dizzy, lost. He looked at his phone one last time, and the screen lit up with a new message. We've sent it. The room spun. David's scream never left his throat. The world went silent. And something irreversible happened in that silence. The sun rose the next morning. But for David, there was no morning at all. His room was pitch black, curtains drawn, silence pressing against the walls like a heavy hand. His phone buzzed non-stop on the floor beside him. He sat motionless on his bed, staring at nothing, eyes swollen from a night of fear and choking sobs. He didn't need to check the phone to know. They had sent it. They had truly done it. But when he finally picked up the phone with trembling fingers, what he saw made every vein in his body turn to ice. More than 40 messages. His mother. His younger sister. His boss. Church members. Friends. Acquaintances. People he hadn't spoken to in years. And one message that shattered him completely. Mummy. David, what is this? Please call me. Please. His breath caught. His heart felt like it was being stabbed repeatedly. He dropped the phone like it was burning his hand. By 10 a.m., David's name, his full name, was trending in 3 WhatsApp groups he belonged to. Church choir group. His workplace group. His extended family group. Screenshots of the video. People gossiping. People laughing. People judging. People he trusted. People he respected. People who would never understand the trap that swallowed him whole. He stared at message after message. I can't believe David would do something like this. Is this real? Ah, what a shame. Pastor must see this. So irresponsible for a grown man. Each comment was like a knife twisting slowly inside. He tried to leave the groups. But new screenshots appeared immediately. The predators were still sending the video around. They weren't done with him. Not even close. A new message appeared, from the same unknown number. Next time, pay when we tell you. Consider this a warning. A warning? They had already destroyed him. What more could they possibly want? At noon, someone knocked on his door. Soft at first, then harder. David opened the door. His mother's voice. Fear shot through him like lightning. His whole body stiffened. He couldn't face her. He couldn't face anyone. "David, please," she cried. "We're not angry. Just talk to us." Her voice was breaking. He could hear his sister sobbing behind her. He sank to the floor quietly, holding his breath, hoping they would think he wasn't home. The knocking didn't stop. After minutes of silence, his mother whispered, "Whatever you are going through, we can help you. Just open the door." He covered his ears. He couldn't do it. He couldn't look them in the eye knowing they had seen that video. The worst, most humiliating moment of his life. He heard footsteps. His mother's voice fading. "Come home, please, we love you." The hallway went quiet again. Quiet enough for him to break. As evening fell, David's thoughts turned darker, heavier, dangerous. His chest burned every time he breathed. His mind played the video over and over. The voices from social media echoed cruelly inside his skull. Stupid. Foolish. Shameless. Disgraceful. His phone buzzed again. Another message from the predators. "We can still fix everything. If you pay 650,000 Nigerian nairas now." They increased the price. He laughed. A broken, hollow laugh. The kind that came from pain so deep it had no sound. He didn't reply. Another message came. "Don't ignore us. We can make things worse." Worse? What else was left to destroy? He threw the phone across the room. It hit the wall with a crack. And the silence that followed felt like a tomb. Sometime around 7 p.m., his phone rang again. This time, the pastor. David answered, barely breathing. "David," the pastor began gently, "your mother called me. She told me what happened." David swallowed a lump in his throat. "Pastor, my life is finished," he whispered. "No, son. This is a trial. Everyone makes mistakes. God forgives." "They sent it to everyone," David interrupted, voice trembling. "My boss already suspended me. My church group removed me. People are calling me names. They think I'm worthless." The pastor paused. "There is no shame that cannot be redeemed," he said softly. "You need support. You need family. You need to come out of that room." David closed his eyes. He wanted to believe him. But shame wrapped around him like chains. "I can't face anyone," he whispered. "I can't. I can't." The pastor sighed deeply. "David, listen to me carefully. Nothing is worth your life. Nothing. You can rise from this. But you must talk to someone." David didn't answer. "Promise me you will not do anything harmful," the pastor pleaded. But the call felt far away, like an echo inside a tunnel. David hung up. Night fell hard and fast. The world outside his window grew dark, cold, merciless. David felt trapped in a cage of his own thoughts. He replayed the video again in his mind. Then imagined his co-workers watching it. His neighbors. His mother. It became too much. He stumbled into the bathroom, splashed water on his face, but the reflection in the mirror felt like a stranger. A broken man. A man drowning. A man who had lost everything in less than 12 hours. He whispered to himself, "I'm not a bad person. I'm not. I just made a mistake. A stupid mistake." He slid to the floor. His breathing turned shallow. Tears streamed down. His hands shook uncontrollably. He curled into himself, a man trapped in a storm far bigger than he could survive. His phone rang at midnight. A friend. His closest friend. "David, please pick up," the friend begged. "Your mom is crying. Just tell me where you are." David hesitated. He almost answered. But then his friend said the wrong thing. You shouldn't have done that video, bro. It's everywhere. People are. David ended the call instantly. His spirit cracked open. Completely. He whispered to the empty room. I can't survive this. I can't survive this disgrace. Silence. Cold. Heavy. Final. He stood up slowly. Walked to the window. Looked down at the quiet street. The wind blew gently. Almost like a whisper. There is only one way to end this. He closed his eyes. The street was quiet. Still. Almost too peaceful for what was about to happen. David stood at the window of his small apartment, staring down at the sleeping neighborhood. The night wind brushed against his face, cold and hollow, like the ghost of everything he used to be. He leaned forward slightly. Just a few inches. And the pain would end. The shame would end. The whispers would end. The judgment. The humiliation. The agony inside his chest. Everything would finally stop. He closed his eyes and whispered to the darkness. I just want the noise to stop. But then, his phone rang. A simple ringtone echoing through the dead silence of his room. David froze. He turned slowly. The phone lay on the floor where it had fallen earlier, screen glowing weakly in the darkness. The caller ID almost made his knees give way. Mummy calling. His mother. At 1:13 a.m. He stared at the phone. It kept ringing. And ringing. And ringing. He sank to his knees, trembling violently. If he answered, she would hear it in his voice, the goodbye that wasn't spoken. If he didn't, the guilt would crush whatever was left of his soul. The phone finally stopped ringing. Then a message appeared. Mummy. David, please. Don't do anything to yourself. I'm begging you. We love you. Come home. He covered his face with both hands and sobbed. A sound heavy enough to break a mother's heart. At 2 a.m., David's mother arrived at his apartment for the second time, this time with neighbors, his sister, and 2 church members. They knocked, called his name, checked the windows, but no response came. A neighbor eventually fetched the caretaker. The spare key was used. The door creaked open, revealing a room in complete darkness. David! His mother called, her voice already trembling. No answer. But then someone pointed upward. The window. Wide open. Curtains blown aside. Empty. His mother screamed. Not the kind of scream born from surprise. The kind born from instinct. From fear. From the knowledge that something irreversible may have already happened. The group rushed toward the street outside, calling his name, searching the shadows, looking everywhere. But the night remained silent. Too silent. It wasn't until almost 4 a.m. that a security guard 2 streets away made a call to the police. He had found something, or someone, lying near the abandoned construction site behind the apartment buildings. Lifeless. Still. Broken. David. When the police called his mother, she collapsed before they could finish their sentence. His sister wailed, her voice piercing the dawn like a knife. Neighbors gathered. Cars slowed. Lights flickered on. The world woke up to a tragedy born in the dark. Morning came with heavy clouds. Newspapers didn't cover the story. There was no headline about him. No sympathy from strangers. No outrage. To everyone outside his family, David was just another man who did something shameful online and couldn't face the consequences. But they didn't know the truth. They didn't know he was hunted, trapped, manipulated, threatened, humiliated, destroyed by criminals hiding behind fake profiles, stolen videos, and heartless scripts. The church posted a short message. We pray for the family of our brother David, who sadly passed away. Some members whispered, he shouldn't have done that video. He brought this to himself. God forbid such carelessness. But no one blamed the real monsters. The predators. The extortionists. The digital shadows who stalk innocent people and push them into horror. When the police examined David's phone, the truth unraveled like a rotten thread. The fake, Melody, account. The blackmail messages. The threats. The rising demands for money. The contact list screenshots. The final chilling message. "We've sent it." Police traced the number. It led to a syndicate in East Africa. A scam ring known for targeting young men, students, professionals, anyone vulnerable, lonely, and too ashamed to report them. They never cared about money alone. They cared about control, domination, silence, and they knew exactly how to push a human being into despair. David never stood a chance. It rained the morning they buried him. Not heavily, just enough to feel like the sky was crying with the family. His mother held onto the coffin like she wanted to stop time, stop the world, stop the pain. His sister refused to leave his graveside. Friends, co-workers, some came out of guilt, some out of pity, some out of shock. But his mother, she didn't blame him. She blamed the monsters who whispered from the dark and stole her son. At the end of the funeral, his pastor stood before the small crowd and said something that echoed deep in the hearts of everyone present. David didn't die of shame. He died because he was alone with his fear. He was afraid to speak, afraid to ask for help, afraid of judgment. And in that silence, evil one, silence fell, painful, heavy, truthful. The pastor continued. If he had spoken up, to us, to police, to anyone, he might still be alive. Sextortion is not a small mistake. It is a weapon, a trap, a psychological attack designed to kill. Please, if you ever become a victim, don't hide, don't isolate, don't suffer alone. Speak. As the story closes, as the tragic echo of David's life fades, let this message go to everyone watching, listening, sharing. Sparkle's sextortion does not only happen to careless people. It happens to lonely people, kind people, vulnerable people, innocent people. Sparkles, these predators are professionals. They rehearse. They manipulate. They trap you before you even realize you're inside the cage. Sparkles, but no matter what they threaten, do not stay silent. Do not pay. Do not hide. Do not let shame kill you. Sparkles, reach out. Someone will help. Someone will understand. And to every viewer of your YouTube channel, White Medium Star, subscribe, because your next video might save someone from the same trap that claimed David's life. White Medium Star, share this story. You may save a brother, a friend, a son, a husband, a stranger. Sextortion is real. Sextortion kills. And the only weapon stronger than it is awareness.